What up, people? It's your boy, Master Judy, out here with a surprising comic review. So, if you don't know, I've been out of comics, reviewing comics for a while now. But through one of my favorite artists, Dexter, I found out about this webtoon, Red Hood and the Outlaws. And for me, I haven't been really much of a fan of webtoons. I always saw them as like a westernized version at manga. But I have to say, this particular one, Red Hood Outlaws, got me. And I've been reading it. I've read all 10 episodes and I've been very, very much impressed. It keeps it simple. It goes back to what I loved about Red Hood and the Outlaws back when you had Scott Lobdell, Dexter Soy, and Veronica Gandini as the dream team, which created, in my opinion, a great comic book series. And if you don't know, the summary of this is that Jason and the Outlaws have been hired for a job to retrieve an artifact. Of course, they go through the usual adventures, do what they have to do, and of course, it turns out that this artifact is connected with Martian Manhunter, and they get into some scrapping. And this artifact does a lot more. So we're picking up where we left off. Crack, and we see a flashback of Robin basically beating up. If you can see, going. We know how Jason Todd was. So he basically beat the crap out of Two Face. Batman saying that he's grounded, and of course, you know how Jason is. It's not fair. And this is Jason being, of course, 3 years with Batman. And Batman saying that, hey, you've been with me for 3 years, but you don't take responsibility for actions. You're reckless. You're violent. And as we can see here, we saw what he did to Two Face right here. And Jason's logic as always is that, hey, he's a criminal, he's killed, and he would have killed more. And basically, Batman's like saying, yeah, but I trained you to stop the attack without the risk of killing him. I'm starting to think that you can't change. And I've always liked Jason. I've always felt that he, in my opinion, would be a wonderful poetic natural successor to Batman. But that's just me. And he's like, prove me wrong. So he got Red Hood and the Outlaws, episode 10, like Father. So if you don't know, the Justice League, the Trinity met with the Dark Trinity. And of course, these are my favorites. Of course, you got Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman. You've got Red Hood, Artemis, and Bizarro. I miss this team, man. Basically Jason saying, hey, we handled things, we did our thing. And, Batman said, nah, you haven't. We get these awkward looks. Like it's like they're truly basically they're meeting with their apprentices, at least in the case of Wonder Woman and Batman. Superman is another thing. And, Artemis is like, oh, why am I talking to this person? And, Superman Bizarre is like, okay, here we are. But then Martian Manhunter's like saying, hey, we got a problem here. And, Superman's like, do you know where they're going? It's like the only way to fully and permanently control the idol is to return it back to Mars. So this is a Martian artifact I forgot to mention. And so as the Justice League is getting ready to go on the roof, Artist's like, does that mean there's still a chance for these people? It's like, these are people of the city. Will they be okay? It's like, as long as we stop decay in time, they will return to their human form. And just say, I'm sorry. It's like, Jason's trying to find out. It's like, the way I see it, we're the only ones here who did our jobs. We were hired to do one thing, get one thing, and we did. It's like Marvin over here didn't protect his secret ancient temple, not even close. And you three let the world destroying bad guy get away. So Jason's like, oh, this is all y'all fault. It's not on us. So maybe should be us who goes after decay. So Jason's like saying, hey, you all messed up. Now we'll handle your business. And Batman's like, oh no, you crossed the line. I'm gonna talk to Jason. And, Jason's like, hey, my team can hear whatever you have to say to me. And, Artemis is like, hey, it's okay. Just talk. And so Robin's like, well, not Robin. Jason's like, so what? Takes off the cowl. He's like, what are you doing? And Bruce is like, I want to look you with my eyes when I say this. You're a child, a petulant toddler playing with toys in the mud, angry at a world that is begging you to wash the stench off. And you know what? This reminds me of like the time where, of course, Batman kind of super kicked Jason for the time where it was believed that he killed the Penguin in this type of speech. And, Jason's like, that's your problem, Bruce. Everyone is a child to you because everyone looks small when you're standing on the top of an edge of a skyscraper. Sorry. Mhm. In the end, what really is the difference between you and people, like Lex Luthor, it's like a better PR team. And then, Bruce is like, hey, let's continue this when you're done crying. I'll alert Nightwing. He can run the Watchtower while we're gone. And Jason's like, oh, no, we'll do it. And Batman's like, you serious? You want to go save the world? And Jason's like, yeah, I'm dead serious. And this, once again, it's almost like Dexter drew this man. I appreciate it. It's like, and he just see Batman saying, hey, Superman, if you don't need to stop him, we're done. And, as they're getting ready to leave, you see Batman's like saying, yeah, you've changed my mind. And everybody's just shocked, like, whoa. And Batman's like, smiling, like, yep, I'm going to throw some chaos into this thing. And he's like, okay, that's what you want to write? A chance to prove yourself? Well, here you go. Your last chance. And he said, you think you can do what we do? Prove it. You have 1 month. No killing, no stealing, keep the world safe, and we can talk about respect. For the next month, you are the Justice League. Watchtower and all. Say, you got everything. You've got all the goods. You've got all the equipment. You've got all the privileges of the Justice League. It's like, but if you fail, you and your friends will be treated like true outlaws. No more Wayne Tech, no more weapons, no more money. I'm cutting you off, man. I'm cutting you off if you fail. You'll spend the rest of your life running or in Arkham, and I won't even be around to blame. I won't even be around to blame when it goes wrong. It's like, so here's the deal. If you do good, then heck, you got my handshake. But if you fail, you get nothing. No tech, no money, no security, nothing. And I'm done with you. I'm washing my hands of you. And Batman's like, is that a deal? And Artemis is like, Jace. And Jason's like, yeah, it's a deal, man. And Bizarro's like, oh man, I he speaks an opposite, but he's like, oh, this ain't gonna end well. So they shake hands, and Justice League goes out, and Artemis is not happy, and she's like, you idiot, do you ever just think? And Jason's crying because it really hit him, and everything like that. So Justice League, I guess they're heading to the Watchtower. I'll find out in episode 11. And Superman and Artemis, being the voices of reason, are talking to their Batmans and basically saying, hope you know what you're doing. And they're both like, I always do. Bam, to be continued. And that's where it ends. We got Patrick R. Young as the writer. Brilliant job. Nico Bascunan, the artiste. Javier Rodriguez Verajes. On the colorist, Sebastian Franchini. On the backgrounds as well. Oh, another colorist I forgot, Lorenzo DeSanto. It's a great team. And I will say this, it's reasons like this that always make me happy about, that comics can still be great. And Patrick R. Young, much like Scott Lobdell, and I guess I want to give the artist credit to Nico Bascunan. Bascunan, I hope I am not butchering your name, forgive me. They get it. They obviously get it. And I had fun with this, and I love this team. And it makes me miss the days of Dexter Soy and Veronica Gandini on a book, doing their thing, having a great time. And so, yeah, this is a 10-10 for me. This is the first comic I've reviewed in a while, and I'm probably going to review episode 11. So please, Patrick R. Young, keep them coming. Keep these coming because you're doing a great job. I really appreciate it. 10-10. So thank y'all for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notifications to make sure you're notified. Once again, I do these reviews for you, the people, because I want to discuss good comics like this, webcomic or not, and get your views on them. Tell me what y'all think. Thank y'all for watching, and I hope to have more videos up when I can. Peace.